Hey there all craft beer lovers, time for another beer review. And yeah, we are continuing our journey around the world for our exploration of beers. And this time around guys, we have a whopper on the table. We are going to, first of all, to the Brouwerij de Moersleutel from the Netherlands. And they have teamed up with Kabinet brewery out of Serbia on the Balkans. And we are taking a look at their Orasnice, a chocolate Orasnice Stout, coming in at 11% ABV in a 440ml can. Ingredients: water, malted barley, hops, yeast, vanilla, cacao nibs, walnuts, nutmeg and lactose. And there's the super lovely artwork, guys. How about that? Orasnice, I think we pronounce it that way, is a traditional pastry from the Balkans. So let's get this big monster of a beer cracked open and see what we're going to get. Oh, there we go. And the beer is going out. Looks like a pastry stout for sure. Looks like a big old beer. There we go. Nice pour. Look at that. Look at that. Let's get the last drops out as well. There we go. Right. In view, guys, what do we have? We have a pinky of a quickly dissipating brown colored head. Couple of small bubbles on top. Certainly jet black beer. Looks really nice there. Looks like a lovely presentation. A little bit of lacing there as I rock the beer. Let's get the aroma on this bad boy. Oh yeah. Chocolate in abundance. A bit of a spicy vibe. Dark fruits, kind of almost like plums and figs and dates. Oh yeah, a little bit of that red wine touch to it. A lovely sweet pastry stout. Lovely pastry vibes. Yeah. Oh, it smells absolutely terrific. Raisins, chocolate, plums, figs, red wine. Yeah. Gotta dive in and see what we're going to get. So with that said, guys, take a look at that. Cheers. Very nice. Oh, very nice. Very nice beer. Very nice pastry beer. Oh yeah, so Brouwerij de Moersleutel, they're doing some pretty good beers. I have tried quite a few of their beers and I do have some others in the collection to try out. First time around on the channel with Kabinet brewery from Serbia. So I've never had a Serbian beer before, so this is the first. I mean, and that is part of the channel's exploration of worldwide beers. So we're not limited to Scandinavian countries or to the UK or the US or European countries or whatever. Our quest for beers is of course global. Let's go for another one. Yeah, so what do we have? There's definitely a good solid pastry vibe. It's sweet and sticky, but it's not a super gloopy feel. It's a little bit towards, it's a medium feel, but perhaps towards a little bit towards the more thin side. But I'm prepared to forgive that because there are some really lovely pastry flavors in here. Milk chocolate in abundance. You get a spicy vibe. Gotta be that nutmeg in there. There's definitely kind of a nutty element to this. Gotta be the walnuts. Although it's not as pronounced as I thought it would be. But the chocolate is dominating. You still got that big, almost kind of port wine-like sweetness. Dates, figs, raisins. Yeah. and a very, very bitter aftertaste actually. So very, very bitter aftertaste. Let's go for a final sip. Yeah. So definitely emphasis on the chocolate, on the dates, the figs, a little bit of that red wine / port wine vibe. Yeah, sweet, bittersweet stout. It's very, very lovely. Maybe a nutty element and a spicy element to it. I'm a little bit surprised at the low level of the walnut nuttiness in there. I was hoping for a little bit more emphasis on that, and I would have hoped for a little bit more oomph to the body of the beer. But otherwise, it's a very, very interesting beer. Orasnice. It's a walnut, traditional walnut cake from the Balkans. Brewery in Moersleutel, teamed up with Kabinet Brewery out of Serbia. Got their chocolate Orasnice Stout, 11% ABV. You do get a little bit of a boozy kick to it, but it's a pretty mild kick, so not bad at all. Yeah, rating. For me, that bitter aftertaste is a little bit too much actually. And there could have been a little bit more oomph to the body and a little bit more walnut in that stout. But otherwise, it's a very, very interesting and nice stout. So I'm going to be generous here. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be so generous. I'm changing my mind right away. I'm going to give this a 3.75 out of 5. And I think that's pretty fair. There are some things lacking, but I think it's a very, very interesting beer to try out. And I mean, if you like your pastry stouts, go for it, guys, if you can find it. It's a good beer, although I had some higher hopes for some of the elements there that I do believe are a bit lacking. But otherwise, very nice beer. 3.75 out of 5. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumb me up if you liked the review. See you next time.